Oh, man. That was the first time I legitimately thought about milk. Oh, man. Whoa. That is all up in my tongue, in my gums. That is a sinus clearer. Hi, I'm Joshua Metz, and you're watching a tribute to Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. Today, I'm interviewing myself, a Twitch streamer known as smirkstudios. smirkstudios is the name of my production company that I've been building since I was 17 years old, with a catalog of underground animation that has reached such desks as Warner Brothers and Cartoon Network. And while I haven't hit it big just yet, my recent flood of internet content has been gaining some serious traction. With many platforms, including TikTok and YouTube, on the verge of monetization, I want to thank you for joining me today. Yeah, let's get started. I want to be honest real quick. I had just smelled the last dab, just briefly, as I was putting it on the last wing here, and my mouth is burning already. So there's that. All right, first up, this one's from Mario on Facebook. As someone who is an experienced computer guy, do you find that you learn more hands-on, or did you go to college? Let's eat the wing here. I'm probably doing this in the wrong order, but that's actually very good. So Mario, editing is actually one of the new hats that I wear starting this year. When I was first getting started in all of this, it was all guests. I didn't know what I was going to be doing. I knew I wanted it to be around involving animation, and I knew I wanted it to be something showman-like, but I had no idea that I'd be working with video. So for that kind of stuff, I had to go to school. I didn't think that YouTube was going to work to me, and of course, halfway through it all, they sent us to online classes during COVID and stuff. So I actually graduated doing exactly what I didn't want to have to do. Point is if I want to learn it, I'm going to learn it. Oh, that's good. That was very good. I'm feeling okay. I'm still sweating from just smelling the last dab earlier. But I'm okay right now, guys. Music has always been a huge part of your life, with taste ranging from Grateful Dead to Slipknot to Dr. Dre and all the way back to some obscure EDM. Carissa of Facebook asks, what do you think about ICP? Well, that's a wild, out of left field question, but I'll tell you what I think about ICP. They're extremely fascinating to me. I always thought it was really interesting that me, as a Grateful Dead follower, anywhere you would find the Grateful Dead fans, not only them, you would find gutter punks. And where you would find gutter punks and Grateful Dead heads, you would 9 times out of 10 also find juggalos. So they're there doing the do, hanging the hang, and making it happen too, just like some of the rest of these cliques. And I feel like they get a bad rap. All right, what do we got here? Ooh. That one's smoky. Got a very smoky taste. Can we lick our fingers? Is that okay? Let's see here. Raymer from Discord asks, how did you get your start in animation? Well, Raymer from Discord, I started when I was 17, and I was hanging out in my room with nothing better than to build computers and stuff, and one thing leads to another, and I find the internet, right? This is, of course, back in the 90s, early 2000s. And I was hanging out online and going to places like Newgrounds.com. Before there was YouTube, there was Newgrounds, and we were animating cartoons, and I joined the community. I thought, I could do this. And I'm watching these different videos, some of them so terrible, so very bad. And actually, my first couple of cartoons didn't make it either. They were terrible. They were deleted off of the internet. If you don't know, Newgrounds has like a voting system, and you would upload your cartoon, and it was up to the community to decide whether or not it was good enough to stay or if it was going to leave. So that's how I got started. I just kind of kept pressing the community and looking for support and critiques and asking people, well, how does this look? Hopefully that helps. Okay, so this one comes in from Sarah from Facebook. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt? I actually did. I already tried one of these. I forgot to eat again. Let's say goodbye before I answer you. Definitely got like a salsa verde kind of a appeal on that one. I'm so glad we're doing this. I was so hungry. incidentally, I've already tried music, and it ended up being like, it was a dream of mine. You know, I wanted to play these big stages and everything like that. Well, I accomplished it, and it turned out to be one of the most stressful things I'd ever done. And while COVID-19 is the official reason I don't do live music anymore, I think I was already heading out the door on my own, just because they tell you, you know, oh yeah, you rock and roll, it's so fun and it's easy, you know, and you get all the ladies and stuff and whatever that is, fine. But for me, it was like the realization that I don't just get to show up and play music. I have to plan the show. I have to book the, you know, my musicians, which can be difficult in its own way. Then I have to get to the gig somehow, right? And that costs money as well. We have to set up the gear. That's something they don't tell you about when you're learning to play and you're thinking, I'm gonna make it big someday. Yeah, there was just like so much. You have to tear down. You have to work with a sound guy, a new one every time usually. It was a lot. It was a lot, to be honest. Very happy with what I'm doing now. We're kind of cruising through these, man. What do we got? This one is Hotheads Official. All right, Roasted Bell and Scorpion. This is the first one with the word scorpion on it. It looks like a fish. Okay. I put so much sauce on these things, guys, that the crunch on the outside of the wing, totally gone. It's soaked into the bread. So if you guys think I'm playing around with these wings right now, nope. I want to tell you about this one. This one definitely is coming on pretty strong in terms of a bite. Once I'm done with the bite, it's the first one that's actually making me go, oh no, these are hot. So with that, let's find out what the next question is. This one was an interesting one. You know, if this is like if I was Miss America, I feel like this would be a great question for that. Oh man, I'm actually sweating right now. Oh. Okay, so if money wasn't an issue, what would you do to elevate humanity as a whole? That's a fantastic question. What would I do to elevate if money wasn't an issue? So for me, time is the issue. So money isn't even the issue, right? It feels like time is. There's not enough time in the day to do all the stuff that we're already trying to do. And then on top of that, we all have this like mind that's like, well, if only, you know, we could solve world hunger with some money. Or, you know, and we wonder why that doesn't happen, you know what I mean? It's just because that's not actually a practical thought. So I think really the thing I can do is just like be as good a person as I can and like be bettering myself every day. And the people closest to me, I want to make sure that they're doing okay as well. I think if we all did something like that, then I think it would all come together pretty nicely. All right, moving on down. That was definitely hot. We're on the back half though, guys. We're on the back half right here. So here, I'll even lift it up for you guys. Check it out. Oh, I can smell these when I lift it like that. I can like smell them for sure. And definitely sweating right now. But I'm not touching the water, not touching the milk. We're fine still. I will be honest with you when that time comes. Don't you worry. We've got Senor Lechuga. That means Mr. Lettuce. Right on, man. Oh, as the sweat continues pouring down, take another bite. Nothing yet. That means it's coming, right? Not nothing yet. I'm waiting for it. All right, let's read the question. I'm seriously experiencing nothing right now. As someone who has participated in the sex, drugs, and rock and roll side of playing in a live band, how hard was it to come down off of DMT? Oh man, that's a fantastic question as well. Oh man, that's actually a piece of cake. Okay, so I have a story for the first time that ever even was a thing. I had 15 minutes to Showtime one festival, and this was in Oregon, this guy, he hits me up, very well-known friend, very close to the band. He hits me up, he says, hey man, come around the corner with me. I'm like, that sounds very important, so I do. And what does he have? What looks like a weed vape, you know what I mean? That's pretty harmless. He says, this is totally not weed. I'm like, oh sheesh. He passes it to me. Sure enough, he explains, this is DMT and yada yada. And by the way, I'm not condoning any of this stuff. This is kind of stuff that you put up with in the politics of starting a rock band. So nonetheless, I'm sitting there and I'm going, okay, yeah, I trust this guy. I trust this festival that we're at. I think we're in a good spot. Let's do this. So I hit it, and for 10 minutes, I was flying through the universe and had the best posture of my entire life. And when I when I started to come to, it's about 10 minutes later. I got 5 minutes till I go on stage. And I look at my friend. I've still got this amazing posture. And I go, that was awesome. He goes, right. And then I got up and played one of the best shows of my entire life up to that point. It was really awesome. That's kind of like beef jerky right away. Right away. All right, this one is a time bomb, I can tell. Bill writes from Facebook, if you could change one moment from your past, would you? And if so, what moment? Well, yes. I had to kick the other founding member of my band out of the band. So the band was Rainbow Electric. You can find our album on Spotify, YouTube, everywhere, all those places. And I was really spread pretty thin with booking all the shows and doing this and that and the other thing. We wanted to put an album out. And I had somebody else from another band convince me and put it into my head that I was never going to get anywhere with Tony and that he was dragging me down. And that it was some kind of like conspiracy against my success that this person was allowed to even be hanging around me. And I allowed that to infect my mind. And I eventually kicked my good friend out of the band, the only other person who really understood the music the same way I did. So if I could change a moment from my past, I'd say it'd be that one. I would have left Tony in the band and just gone down with my ship. I'll say that was definitely spicy. That was definitely spicy. It was definitely time release on that one. All right, guys, I asked my friend Aaron Ross, the comedy boss from Twitch, link in the description below, to go do a deep dive on my Instagram to find pictures that were interesting and needed more context. So here's what we came up with. Oh, this one is great. This is me the morning after. Look how excited I am. That's Melvin Seals from the Jerry Garcia band, none other than, and he just played with a few of my friends a concert the night before. We all stayed at this place together, me, Melvin, and the band and everything. And we all had an amazing night, as well as an amazing morning. Had breakfast. This is Breakfast of Champions here. Some Red Bull, as you can see. Oh, yes. This is actually, I'm so glad you picked this one. So that's Ben Edlund. He was executive producer of Firefly. And I was at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con. I forget which year this one is. Oh, 2014. I was actually homeless at the time, believe it or not. And he had no way of knowing that. And as the creator of The Tick, one of my favorite comic books of all time, I was hanging out over in the Tick booth, had no idea he'd be showing up because The Tick has been sold, and so has New England Comics by so many times by now. So I'm thinking, there's no way in hell. Sure enough, he shows right up, and he looks almost just like me in this picture here. So it was really, really fun to have a chance to chat and just kind of schmooze and what have you. One thing that I didn't tell anybody, and that I'll tell you guys, is that actually I had head lice in this photo here. So there's a strong likelihood that I gave Ben Edlund head lice in 2014 at San Diego Comic-Con. This thing is covered in the bomb. People say it doesn't taste very good, but actually it's not that bad. I wouldn't purposely do this to myself, but it's not that bad. You could eat it on the sandwich. Definitely hot. Oh, man. That was the first time I legitimately thought about milk. Oh, man. Whoa. That is all up in my tongue, in my gums. That is a sinus clearer. Oh, man. That's spicy. That's spicy right there. Oh. Let's get this going. In your mid-20s, I understand you were homeless for a few years. In your experience, what was the hardest part about being homeless in San Francisco? Oh, shit, my tongue is like watering. It's on fire right now. Well, I'll tell you the hardest part about being homeless in general, just the whole idea of it. You would think it'd be meals, but no. Bathrooms. There's no open bathrooms, man. And the ones that are open are scary and they self-clean. And they're, even if they do self-clean, they're still full of needles anyway. So it's just like, where does a homeless person go? Yo, that's hot. That is hot. Let's move on to the next one, guys. I'm definitely like I'm definitely like a little bit high now from that. Like I think I'm hallucinating a little bit. Straight up. We got 2 more. We got 2 more. We can't turn back now. I was wondering if it was gonna get hot. I was wondering. It was fine until right now. Okay. Still biting big old chomps of these things. That one tastes better. I'm pouring sweat, y'all. This one's already hot, man. You wonder how can it get worse? It can get worse. Man, dude, the inside of my hat is soaked. It is absolutely soaked. All right, luckily my tongue isn't swollen that bad. All right, that was number 9. I get to read number 9's question and answer it. All right. Oh, good. See, I can't even see, man. I'm hallucinating over here. That was number 9. We're on number 9, guys. Where am I right now? Who are you guys? What is this place? Oh. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Let's read it. As somebody who has always been fond of harmless pranks, you once pranked your whole family on a Grand Canyon visit. I remember this. You decided to prank somebody there. Can you walk us through what happened? Yes, 100%. So we had just got done doing Zion, and it was me, my dad, and my brother. It was boys' weekend together, 3 days thing. So we did Bryce, and then it was the Grand Staircase. We did Bryce, Zion, in the north rim of the Grand Canyon. So we're done with Zion. It's time to wake up super early for some reason and go eat breakfast on the edge of the rim of the Grand Canyon. It actually wasn't as bad as it sounds, even though I'm not really a normal, I'm not a, damn, what did you guys put in this? I'm not a morning person. But anyway, we get into this place. Now there's, to give you some like just visual atmosphere, we get into this place. It's overlooking the canyon. So it's like sticking out on the edge of the canyon. There's almost nobody here except for like other park rangers and stuff. So lo and behold, there's like a full-on bee's nest in the lobby. And we're waiting to be seated. They said, don't mind the bees, they're fine. Okay. Assuming that every customer that shows up isn't allergic or somehow wants bees in their lobby. But I'm thinking, okay, hopefully somebody orders a coffee. So we get seated. Sure enough, the first thing they say, hey, can I get you guys any drinks to get started? The waiters, now I know he's going to be a great piece of all of this. My dad immediately, coffee. And all of a sudden, me and my brother suddenly think, yeah, coffee, sure. And I'm thinking the whole time, they are going to bring those little creamers. He sure enough brings back those little creamers. I was able to sneak one up into my hand, like so. And I start complaining. I say, oh man, my eye is itchy. And I'm like, doing the eye dance. I can't touch my hands, as you know. Careful around the eyes. But anyway, that's serious. I actually splashed a little bit up near my face earlier when I was saucing these. I'm telling you, careful around the eyes. So I got the creamer right here. And I'm like, rubbing my face. And my dad's like, you okay? You okay, man? My brother's in, are you okay? Waiter, here he comes. I said, this is the time. Now's the time. I take my glasses off. I'm rubbing my eyes real hard. And I reach for my fork real fast. I go, I gotta get this out. Everybody goes, no. And I stab it right up into the creamer and made it look like I was stabbing myself in the eye. Creamer everywhere. It was really glorious. All right, the torture is almost over. We're about to finish up, guys. So, we're here at the end. We've got one more chicken wing to go. As you know, if you're a fan of the show, it is tradition on the Hot Ones program to pour just a little bit more on the final one, the last dab. Incidentally, we've got the last dab Apollo right here. We're going to pour it right on there. Hopefully you guys are able to see this. All right. Doing this for you guys. Oh, God. Remember, it's already freaking coated, you guys. I coated this thing. I'm serious. Okay, that's already a lot, they say, but I'm going to go ahead and just give a little bit more. There we go. They say that what I just did is a lot. Last dab. Cheers. Thanks, you guys. Here it is. See it? Yeah. Oh. Oh. Mmm. Wow. I don't appreciate the flavor of that one. I don't. I don't even want to swallow that one. I don't like the taste, man. Wow. That one's hot. That's hot. That's a hot one. Wow. All right. All gone. I want to show you guys. I got the ice water and the milk right here. Didn't touch it. All right. So let me know what you think in the comments. That was a lot of fun. 10 wings up. 10 wings down. I defeated the gauntlet. Now, as I catch my breath and figure out how I'm going to live with myself in the bathroom later, I just have one more hoop to jump through. Now, with the last dab just fresh down my throat, here's my best attempt at a Rick and Morty impression. You ready? Oh, gee, Rick, you're really going to go for that one right now? Morty, it doesn't really matter what we go for at this point. It's all going to sound like Rick and Morty. Oh, you're right. Our vocal cords are totally sloshed at this point. Morty, you're pretty sloshed, if you ask me. You're sloshed in the brain. Oh, jeez. And there you have it, Spice Lords. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on Twitch. Link in the description below. I'm going to be coming out with more crazier videos than this. I know more crazier isn't a sentence or proper English. Thanks again. Please comment, like, subscribe, all of those things, and I will see you next time. Shout out to camera guy Bill. Peace.